Hi, I'm Mirembe Campbell, and you're watching the weekly hip-hop newscast. Now, for the news in full, please read the stories online. And not much happened this week, so this hip-hop newscast will be a little Cisco. Remy Ma turned herself in last Saturday after news flew around that she's on the run from shooting her longtime friend, Makeda Barnes-Joseph. Released on bail, Remy is still under charges for attempted murder, assault and criminal possession of a weapon. However, amid fears that no one would step forward under the Stop Snitching hip-hop motto, a third friend has spoken to the media. Apparently, Remy and Makeda were arguing over money when an unknown third party fired the shots. 50 Cent is suing internet advertising company Traffics for $1 million in damages for running an ad called Shoot the Rapper. The ad features a butch, do-rag and fitted bucktooth character that looks uncannily like Mr. Curtis Jackson. Viewers are offered the chance to shoot at this character using their mouse and win $5,000 or ringtones. Kanye West and 50 Cent, two big towers in US hip-hop, are both aiming to release their forthcoming albums on September the 11th. It's creating enough publicity to make people think it's a stunt. 50 appeared on Funkmaster Flex's radio show saying he thinks Kanye and his people will move their release date. Now this may start to feel like the 50 Cent newscast, but Curtis does his best to be in the media every week, even if it means mounting verbal attacks from the big names. On Funkmaster Flex's show, he called Lil Wayne a whore for jumping on any track he's paid for. In a recent interview in XXL, 50 also took shots at Nas, saying he's not hot right now because he reads books, and the fans can't relate. And in a New York magazine article, Mr. Cent says George Bush's talents is having less compassion than the average human. T.I.'s album, T.I. vs. TIP, stormed the Billboard 200 charts last week, sitting in the #1 spot and selling 468,000 units in its first week. The next highest hip-hop album is Fabulous, at 25 with From Nothing to Something. One of the most anticipated hip-hop albums of the year has leaked online this week. Common's Finding Forever is already being discussed on forums, and it's not out until next week. There's no news to whether this was a publicity leak, but apparently it's the whole album, so that's not likely. xzibit's Pimp My Ride series is finally conked out as the final episodes are scheduled to air on Sunday. The show is being replaced by Trick It Out, which is basically the same concept but 2 cars. Don't worry, Germany, Austria, Poland, Italy, France and England will continue to air new episodes of Pimp My Ride. And finally, Steve-O, the extra crazy one from Jackass, is putting out a rap album, and he's deadly serious about it. With the G-Unit production team on board, Steve-O calls out their haters, saying, "I've got bad news for you, it's a great album. Apparently, it's going to be titled, Get Hurt or Die Trying." You can keep up to date daily with all the news and gossip on JUMPOFF.tv. Please leave comments below or on /newscast. If you have any comments just for me, go to jumpoff.tv/Mirembe. I'm Mirembe Campbell, and that was this week's newscast. Not much happened this week, so this hip-hop, and that was this Neeks newscast. Neeks, what's up with the Neeks? It's leaked online this week. Commons for... It's alright, so I'll get it back, Jack. Hip-hop albums of this year. Yeah, but I'm on the mic like a lunatic. Look, I'm like that. Okay, let's start again. Oh my goodness. JUMPOFF.tv. That looks uncannily like Mr. Curtis Jackson. Viewers are... Let's do it again.